Good day and great illuminations, beautiful star seeds and earth dwellers, elements and elementals. Thank you for joining us today with our physical and non-physical spirit guides. I'm Wendy. If you're new to the channel, thank you for this Hourglass Oracle moment. I'm actually getting ready to go do some errands today, and I thought I'd take an impromptu moment to share a couple of messages and see what came up today. So we're looking at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And again, if you haven't heard the beginnings of the insides of this box, guardians of the four corners, mother in the earth, father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you, welcome you here now. And I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. And that's exactly what this Oracle channel is all about celebrating the spiritual guidance. This, I say spiritual because we're all spirit, but the spirit guidance from all things in all places. Understanding that we're connected to all things and that we are quantum, and that what we think and do and believe affects absolutely everything, and and our intention to learn, be open to learning more and more of all that we are through these beings in all places. And star ancestor. And there we are, talking about the star ancestors, reminding us day by day as we look up into the stars that we have and are star ancestors. Not only do we have star ancestors, but we are star ancestors to other civilizations. Follow the voice of your soul. And I, of course, here deep Sirius energy, Sirius star system, the pyramids, the ancestral information that is still yet to be discovered as we tap into more and more of the secrets of the pyramids and our ancestors and guides in this now moment, but that existed in the time that these tools and powers were a part of our everyday life. They were who we are and who we are still capable of being. We have just turned those switches off. And now we're turning on those switches with the help of our star ancestors. And not only, of course, their help right now from the stars, but again, I'm hearing again the information that we will be uncovering as the days, months, years, and very near future, within the next 2 years, of the things that we'll be discovering and uncovering of information that has been left to us from our ancestors. So I'm always acknowledging, appreciating, and allowing the information from our star families and ancestors into these messages, because I feel them. I know that they're here. And I know that if you're tuning in, that this is your star ancestor. These messages are from you, for you, from us, from our angels and our ancestors. And really, they are one and the same, because our angels are also our ancestors. Winter, take care of your needs. The wolf. So in the winter time, the wolf that's the number one priority, is taking care of its needs. And I know that it's spring here. Once again, I've got my gardening fingers. It's spring here. It's fall in the southern hemisphere. But the message here is to imagine the essence of the wolf in the winter, and reminding us that to take care of our primal needs. And when I say primal needs, getting good sleep, getting outside, being in nature, being in the quiet, feeding ourselves. What are we feeding ourselves? Taking care of your needs is always imperative. And this goes with everything and everyone. Taking care of our needs, and we've heard this a million times, that if we don't take the oxygen first and take care of our needs, we cannot take care of another. And your angels and ancestors right now are saying to you, whoever's listening to this, that you need to take better care of your needs and stop using the reasons of others and excuses about having to take care of others, because again, we don't have anything left. If we don't fill up our cup, we've got nothing to overflow. And taking care of our needs needs to be first and foremost. And it's not about being selfish, it's about being selfless, because when we take care of our needs, then we have the energy, we have the vitality to be able to help another to the best of our ability. But the reflection of you taking care of your needs first, it could, as a reflection to everyone around you, doesn't matter who it is, it's a reflection to everyone around you, to them. It gives them permission also to take care of their needs first. And I've got a lot of errands to run. We're getting ready to leave soon, but I really felt like some message needed to come through for someone. So in a sense, I'm also taking care of my needs by stopping what I'm doing and taking this moment and saying, okay, that can wait a few minutes. These messages need to come through. So your star families, your ancestors are connecting with you, helping you move through these belief systems that don't serve us anymore, that tell you that your needs need to come after something else. Our needs, that's spiritual needs, physical needs, emotional needs, when we take care, when we approach and navigate our lives and our jobs and our families, our children, our parents, whatever it may be, extended family, when we're taking care of our needs, we are showing them the reflection of unconditional self-love, which is if that was the only one thing that I could teach or we could be taught as children, is to that. Unconditionally loving oneself creates the frequency of navigating through life in unconditional love to another and to everything that we see around us, to everything around us. And I feel like there's something else coming through here. So and sometimes I'll see a card and it's like, nope, that's not, whoop. They'll say, nope, that's not the right one. So again, taking this time to, sometimes taking care of your needs is simply just sitting for 10 quiet minutes. And the things that you can see and feel and envision, or even just being in the stillness, is so rejuvenating. And in that moment, that centered moment when you're taking care of that need, whatever it is, and being present with taking care of that need, you are in the most sacred space, and by being in that sacred space, you are elevating the frequency of another. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. And we have the owl and the new moon. The wisdom of the owl, the wisdom of her. The crow spirit, And the crow has a pearl in its mouth. You are the wise one. Grow within your situation. You're being invited right now. And look at the sacred geometry on our cloak, the feathers, the wisdom. Something about this next full moon has been coming up for me, coming up in readings for others in the last few days as well. Something about something major changing, and I mean this for us personally as well as perhaps collectively, but personally, growing within our current situation. And this could be globally, of course, growing within our current situation, taking care of our needs, reminding ourselves that our state of being is what matters the most, whether it's personally or globally, and that our ancestors are here to help us and remind us every time we gaze at the stars, every time we fall into every time we choose intentionally to tap into the energy of our ancestors and the stars. It doesn't have to be night. We can tap into that energy of our Sirius star system, even just closing our eyes and imagining being in the pyramids, being in the Sphinx, and just simply taking that moment. Sometimes it's only 10 seconds to zap yourself into that energy and bring in the information that helps you serve your needs, and you become the wise one. You are the wise one. You become the wise one to the observer, because you show that you can grow within your current circumstance. So I thank you all today for bringing forth this message, and to all of us to share this common intention of understanding our own inner wisdom and understanding the absolute necessity of taking care of our needs, our heart in integrity. We don't have to be loud. We don't have to force our feelings or beliefs onto anything or anyone. When we're empowered, we're quiet. We don't need to boast. We don't need to change anybody else's mind. We're simply serving our needs and being the epitome of wisdom. So I'd like to know if anything comes forth for any of you in the coming weeks, perhaps in the next full moon. I've forgotten already when that is, but maybe you've come through a situation, maybe you've grown in a situation that you never thought you could endure, but maybe now you've changed your perception, and now the situation, you're able to see it completely differently, and to follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. Thank you for following the voice of your soul with me today. And I'm Wendy, and if there's any way that I can be of further service to you to help you connect with your guides through the Oracle, please don't hesitate to reach out, and my information is below. Blessings. Yeah.